Hey y'all, Dennis with Muddy Waters Hunting and Fishing Adventures and Crooked Trail Designs. Our last video, I mentioned how we're going to be doing this open source investigation primarily on missing persons cold cases, and we're going to jump right into our first one. Most of these cases will be multiple episodes. The first episode, we're just going to lay the case out and hopefully get some attention with it. Hopefully somebody's going to know something. We have our contact on our website, our open source investigation, where if you have any tips, comments, suggestions, anything, we ask please go on there and message us off of that. The link to our website will be down in the video description. But we're going to jump right into this, lay out the first case. The first case is a man by the name of Randy Leach, and got a picture of him right here. This case is almost 33 years old. Randy was last seen, the date fluctuates, April 15th of 1988. And technically it was early morning, probably around 2 o'clock-ish on the 16th actually. He was at a pre-graduation party, and that was the last he was seen. Nobody's seen him leave. They don't know if he left on his own. The twists and turns with this is beyond belief. So trying to break everything down, piece it all together, it's, almost 33-year-old case, and there's no concrete evidence yet that's come out. There's other teams that have been looking into this. Again, not affiliated with them, but going to bring them up here. Adventures with Purpose and Profiling Evil, they have done an outstanding job working on this. Please find them on YouTube. They both have YouTube videos. Adventures with Purpose, Profiling Evil. They've done a good layout on this case as well. They've also done water searches, etc. They're coming back out with magnetometers, which basically it's a form of ground penetrating radar. So there's other people working this case as well, because it's time Randy Leach got to come home. He was 18 at the time he disappeared. He was driving his mother's car, a Dodge Sedan 600 four-door, gray in color. And this is out of Linwood, Kansas. That's his residence. That's not far from where the graduation party took place. There's belief he may have been intoxicated or possibly high. There's been reports of drugs at the party. It has been confirmed there was alcohol. The punch was spiked with alcohol, and people reported seeing him and looked like he was intoxicated. So there is some belief that he may have had an accident. He passes a part of Stranger Creek out there. Adventures with Purpose has done a water search there and part of the Kansas River already. They didn't turn up anything. There's reports in that time frame they were going through a drought, and the creek was more mud than water at that point. Been hard for a car to have been hidden there. And I have not been able to confirm that. I'm trying to look back to see if there's any satellite imagery of the creek at that time frame. Shortly after disappearing, it's reported they got like 4 inches of rain all at once, and the creek flooded. So right now we're going to continue looking at that, and I know some of these other teams are as well. We're looking to find areas a car could have driven off and been hidden. Obviously, those areas are few and far between to keep a vehicle hidden for 33 years, but we are looking at that. We're looking at other access points to Kansas River, Stranger Creek, and 9 Mile Creek. One of the lead investigators of the time believed he may have went into Stranger Creek, and other investigators told him that water's not deep enough. Well, he referenced the movie Kansas, and in that movie, the car drove off into Stranger Creek and sunk. Well, looking into that, that movie was not filmed there on Stranger Creek. It was another creek that was, I don't have the actual distance, but it was not that creek. So we are going to be looking at other creeks and different things like that in the area for possibilities. Again, we're not certified divers, so water searches are not our specialty. But if we find something substantial, we'll be reaching out, trying to get a diver in to get down and check things out. But we're more looking at the ground areas on where he could be. Adventures with Purpose is doing incredible as far as the water searches go, and that's their specialty. So we're going to be looking at the ground and where he may be. There's other suggestions of what may have happened, but it's all circumstantial, nothing concrete, and twists and turns everywhere. So hopefully we could get through a lot of these twists and turns and help piece this thing together and get Randy back home. I want to bring his picture up again. And watching interviews with the family when they've talked about Randy, Randy seems like he was a really good guy, had a good head on his shoulders, loved his family. There's no indication of anything where he may have just up and taken off. Nothing points to that from any of the investigators. We don't believe that to be an option. As far as an accident goes, there's a lot of things that point to this may not have been an accident, but an accident is where we're going to start being, as he was seen possibly intoxicated and his vehicle is missing as well. So that's our starting point on this, and we will continue digging into this. And as we get more information, we will be doing more videos sharing that information, because we just want to help bring resolution and closure to the family. Like Adventures with Purpose, Profiling Evil, we're not doing this for money. We're not getting paid. We're volunteering our time to do this. And this won't be the only case we work on. This is our starting point. And going back to our website, our open source investigation contact area, if you have a family member or a friend who's been missing for a while and would like us to be looking into that case as well, contact us on there. If you know of a case in your area, contact us on there, give us some of the details on it. Make sure to leave your contact information so we can get a hold of you and discuss if we would be able to do anything and what we would be able to do. So for now, this is going to wrap up our first episode on Randy Leach. I hope that kind of laid it out for you on what we're looking at here, and hopefully soon we will be able to do an update video and share some more information on it. I'm sorry, he was 17 years old at the time of his disappearance. He was wearing a blue pocket t-shirt, blue Levi's jeans, white low-cut sneakers, and had on white socks. And missing from Linwood, Kansas. I did see online that it is classified as a non-family abduction, but there's been no evidence to point that he was indeed abducted at this point. So hopefully we could get some of these answers cleared up and be able to do a updated video with you all. Again, if you have any information on this, please contact the authorities. If you'd rather not contact them, go to our website, use that contact page, send us that information, and we will get that information to where it needs to go. So normally I would end the video with our normal saying, but for this I just think it would be appropriate to say, let's help get Randy Leach home.